from the TD Bank, North Gordon in Boston, Mass. I am your host, and this is what I have in store for you tonight. Well, AJ Styles goes one-on-one with the Icon Sting, and the winner will get the final spot in the six-pack challenge this Sunday at No Mercy. And then the Legacy. All three members on six-man tag team action, taking on the Unified Tag Team Champions Beer Money and the WWE Champion John Cena. All that here tonight, including the following: Brock Lesnar teams up with the Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels to take on Chris Jericho and Goldberg. A No Mercy preview as for the six participants in the six-pack challenge on the tag team action. All that and more on the 10th anniversary show of SmackDown. So sit back and enjoy the broadcast. We're going to kick things off with Mr. Friday Night on his way to the ring to kick off SmackDown.
On the way to the ring from Meadow Creek, Michigan, weighing 235 pounds, Rob
Capacity crowd on hand as we are just 72 hours away from another tremendous CPV event. No Mercy comes to you from the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. But right now, Mr. Friday Night is set to take on a man who's back on track, perhaps.
Introducing the opponent from San Diego, California, weighing 175 pounds, Rey Mysterio.
Over the last couple of weeks, Rey Mysterio has been on the losing end of some matchups and even had trouble with Santino Marella, but he finally broke that losing streak with a win this past Monday night. Let's see if he can beat him here against Rob Van Dam. Alright, here we go. On this historic edition of SmackDown, and Rey Mysterio right now is looking the ground. The aerial attack, all VD. These two are no strangers to one another. Former tag team partners. Our opening contest on this historic edition of SmackDown. A 17-time NBA champion Boston Celtic, the TD Bank North Gordon. And Rob Van Dam will show exactly why he referred to himself. That's the whole effing show. They lock up right here. A show by RVD. RVD now plants him down. Go back up to a vertical base. Rey Mysterio is back up now. Ends the Guru to the back of the head. See if that carries over a groin kick. And a drop kick followed by Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio still has to be just a little bit more confident now after picking up that win this past Monday night, even though Santino Marella gave him everything off the kitchen sink. Jackknife pin coming up. Tim White. One count only. I see a Rey Mysterio and a jumping drop kick in midair. Here in the early goings of this opening contest on this historic edition of SmackDown. Jackknife pin.
1, 2,
and a 2 count. Could have been an easy one. And RVD is back up to the vertical base. And if you just tuning in, the lineup we have for you. Just 72 hours away from No Mercy. Huge 6-man tag featuring all three members of the Legacy taking on the Unified Tag Team Champions and the WWE Champion. In addition, the 6th and final spot for the 6-pack challenge will be decided as RVD hits him with that moonsault. 1 and a quick one, says Tim White. Caught up in the ropes now is RVD, and over the top rope he goes, courtesy of Rey Mysterio. They lock up here on the outside. And that's that leg sweep. OVD now. Does not connect. And that's perhaps the opening Rey Mysterio needed to get back into this opening contest here on SmackDown. Mysterio slides back into the ring. Rey Mysterio pulls OVD's ponytail and drags him off the apron. But that didn't do much to OVD. OVD now. And he connects on the second attempt. And now he's letting this crowd here in Boston know that he is the whole effing show. Maybe he spoke too soon because Rey Mysterio caught him off guard. Backslide pin. Not going to work on the outside here. And back and forth. OVD and Mysterio. No strangers to one another in the ring. And OVD now. The lethal kicks. And Mysterio now. Trying to battle back. They lock up. And Mysterio now has him. Puts him down. On the outside. And he slides back into the ring. And gets caught in midair. OVD now. Top turnbuckle. Drop kick. Missile drop kick off the top turnbuckle. Irish whip. Doesn't connect with the back wheel in. Mysterio now. Plants him. Face crusher. One. Cover. Two. And a 2 count only. Take a look again at the replay here. On the way to kick off this historic edition of SmackDown. And another 2 count. It says Tim White. And Mysterio already showing signs of frustration in the early goings on this opening contest. And this crowd is into it now. Mysterio. And another 2 count. Can't even say it was a near fall. Mysterio again going for the cover. Two. And another 2 count. One more time. And does not get it right there. Pulls Rey Mysterio courtesy of Monday Night Raw one more time. Tim White. Counting. 2 count again. Perhaps Rey Mysterio is going to do something a little different. One more time. Two. No. You're not going to take out OVD. Those are repeated stomps to the body. Especially when the fact he hasn't been on SmackDown in a few weeks now. Series of punches to the head. That leg sweep back and forth. Down goes Mysterio. Moonsault. Standing moonsault. And Mysterio is down. And OVD lets up on Mysterio. That might come to backfire. Too close to the ropes. He's called by Tim White. And here we go with the lethal kicks. And OVD. And OVD, he's feeling it right now. He's going for the cover. No, he lets up one more time. Irish whip. And mid-air. And OVD is on a roll here. Can he capitalize? And Mysterio's in trouble. Is he going to call to the rope? He's going to call for a rope break? No, he's not. And Mysterio was able to get out of it. He's going for the cover. One count only. And that has to be pure adrenaline. He's going up top. Knocked off the top rope. And that can come to backfire on Mysterio. Kick to the midsection block. Caught up in the ropes. OVD now. Springboard off the ropes. Here we go. Down he goes. This is all she wrote. 2, 3. And he is free, Mr. Friday Night. What a win. It is return to SmackDown. Highlight time. Rey Mysterio comes back with a missile drop kick in midair. The battle ensued onto the outside. No leaping kicks. And this is where Rey Mysterio should have took advantage. Once he hit down the outside, Rey Mysterio took his eyes off the ball right here. And then of course, springboard off the ropes. Rolling Thunder, and it's all she wrote. 1, 2, 3. As Rob Van Dam picks up the win here on SmackDown. Still to come. That 6th and final spot is on the line for No Mercy. Sting, AJ Styles, still to come here tonight. But coming out next is a triple threat match for the Divas Championship. It's also come as a big battle on my hand. Velvet Sky, ODB will try to dethrone the champion. Find out next.
No mercy. I have no mercy on your soul. No mercy. I have no mercy on your soul. No mercy now. There's no more forgiveness. No running now. You've made it my business. Etched in my mind. The sins of your past are slapping me in the face, and I can't turn away. So now I won't hold back. I won't hold back. Seems to find me, and the darkness no longer hides me. Into the light I will go, with only one goal. No mercy. I have no mercy on your soul. No mercy.
Here on this historic edition of SmackDown, triple threat match for the Divas Championship. About to be on the way.
On the way to the ring from the Empire State, New York, Vic Icy.
This match was made by the new general manager, Hollywood Hulk Hogan. And also Kong is not exactly thrilled. I saw her backstage earlier this afternoon, and she is not one happy camper. The fact that she has to face not one, but two divas here tonight. The beautiful people on Velvet Sky and ODB who will emerge in this triple threat match. We're moments away from finding out. Compactly proud on hand in the TD Bankroll Gordon. That's ODB. ODB is on her way to the ring. Wearing the colors of the Boston Celtics. How much luck that brings us here in this triple threat match? We'll find out. But here comes the Divas Champion, the two-time Divas Champion.
Introducing the opponent from the Island Nation of Japan, Amazing.
Well, Awesome Kong may not feel like she has no more competitors to challenge her for the Divas Championship. The general manager disagrees, and we get ready to find out if Hulk Hogan was right. Again, this Infra-Red matchup. Alright, here we go. And also Kong right out of the gate drops Velvet Sky. Right hand by ODB, just drop Kong. Our first Diva to a pinfall submission will walk out of Boston. Either the new Diva Champion or also Kong can retain and drops also Kong. ODB does. So Samoan roll. Might have to do a little double team work here, Velvet Sky and ODB. But you know both of those Divas do not get along with one another. Rolls her up. Might be ropes. And indeed, Mike Kyoto calls it. Not before ODB breaks it up. And the thing is, in triple threat matches, it doesn't matter if it's a 2-on-1 situation temporarily or right from the outset. The objective is to have one of the two who you're not going to pin either out of the ring or so incapacitated that they don't know where they are. You need to be going for the pin or the submission. Right now, also Kong, fall shot from behind, ODB. Clothesline. And Kong now, looking to assert her dominance, has Velvet Sky in mid-air, broken up by ODB. This is going to be a very tricky triple threat match. ODB, she likes to brawl. Velvet Sky, you might as well say she's the finesse one in this triple threat match. Short range clothesline. And also Kong, she's all about power and strength, not necessarily a brawler like ODB. So 3 different contrasting styles in this triple threat match. Only one can walk out of here as the Divas Champion. Big right hand. And if I'm ODB and Velvet Sky, I'll put my differences aside and try to take down the champion. Worry about one another later. Right now, Velvet Sky try to go for the cover. ODB now broken up by Velvet Sky. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Need to put their differences aside. Long shot. Velvet Sky caught up in the ropes. And a drop kick by ODB, but she got drop kicked by Kong. And a big right hand blocked after Kong trying to deliver a right hand on her own. Of course, still to come here tonight. Huge 6-man tag. That's the Monday Night Raw, the Legacy, Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, and Ted DiBiase. They take on the Unified Tag Team Champs, Snap Suplex by also Kong. ODB now, going for the cut. She's too close to the ropes indeed. Good Money Incorporated will team up with John Cena. Velvet Sky, going for the cover. 2, 3, and she got 3! We have a new Divas Champion! What exactly happened? You see Kong trying to... Let's take a look at the replay here. Samoan roll. No one person dominated the matchup at all. Forearm shot from behind. Drop kick him in and Kong right there. She was trying to assert her dominance. Drop kick in the back of the head. Suplex right there. ODB with that punch to the head after the snap suplex. With a knocked out. Also Kong. Well, still to come here tonight. The 6th and final spot for the 6-pack challenge at No Mercy is up the grab here tonight. Well, coming out next, the Godfather of the Main Event Mafia takes on the United States Champion, the Blueprint Matt Morgan, right here on SmackDown. Don't go anywhere. And wait a minute, Kevin Nash is looking for Hulk Hogan. What is this about? We'll be right back.
from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing 237 pounds, Kurt Angle.
The self-proclaimed godfather of the Main Event Mafia on his way to the ring to take on the Blueprint Matt Morgan, and this is stemming from last week's tag team matchup where Kurt Angle and Scott Steiner defeated the Blueprint Matt Morgan and the Monster Bitch. But right here, Kurt Angle is looking to soften up the Blueprint as this Sunday he will defend the United States title against Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner. Actually proud here in Boston.
And introducing the opponent,
well, the United States Champion has something to prove here tonight. He does not want to go in his championship matchup on a losing streak. But we're talking about Kurt Angle, or looking Gold Miller's Kurt Angle. Matt Morgan has had a bulldog on his back since taking the U.S. title at SummerSlam. Let's see how he fares here in this non-title matchup against Kurt Angle. And Kurt Angle with that knee to the midsection, excuse me. Punches back and forth between Angle and Morgan. Gets planted with a DDT in the early seconds. Belly to back suplex. Now I hope Matt Morgan has come into this matchup with a game plan. Not want Kurt Angle to pick you apart from head to toe. And that arm breaker. Matt Morgan's going to want to eliminate any technical moves, if possible. Take that out the playbook of Kurt Angle. Force Kurt Angle to play his game, play his style, the power game. Springboard off the ropes now, the Blueprint. He doesn't follow up, and he's steady looking at Kurt Angle, and that's exactly why he could be in trouble this Sunday. Clothesline by Angle. And Kurt Angle now, stumping the head and shoulder area of the United States Champion. Now working on the legs. Now trying to bring him down to his size.
Rope break!
And look who the official is for this contest. Nick Patrick. Kurt Angle now. Kick to the midsection. And plants him. And an elbow drop follows. But you know Kurt Angle is upset. The fact that perhaps no one from the Main Event Mafia is going to get a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. That will be decided later on here tonight. General Manager Hulk Hogan has put AJ Styles versus Sting with that final spot on the line. Well, it was 3 weeks ago. Tonight, roll up.
One!
Nick Patrick, he's counting. 1 count only. That Hulk Hogan made the announcement that he was the new general manager and was attacked on Booker T and Sting, of course, last week. Lost to AJ Styles and Samoa Joe. Kurt Angle now. Again, send him up. The middle turnbuckle. And Kurt Angle. And not only going, he's feeling it here. And the TD bait won't go it. Kurt Angle. Is he going for a superplex? Indeed he is. And Kurt Angle hits it. Back onto a vertical base is the Blueprint. Matt Morgan. Clothesline sending the godfather of the Main Event Mafia over the top. Of course, Hulk Hogan, in regards what's going on in the Main Event Mafia, basically say that Goldberg is not a part of the Main Event Mafia. You see Matt Morgan blocking the attempt, the suplex attempt But otherwise, he went right to the announcer's table right in front of me here. Blocked by the blueprint. DDT into the steel steps. That has got hurt. Let's see if this is the over that Matt Morgan needs to get back into this non-title matchup. Taken out by Kurt Angle. Well, ring awareness of the Olympic gold medalist. And takes him down one more time. And Matt Morgan is feeling it. That right leg, that knee. Kurt Angle continues to work on it. And locking that ankle lock. He's thrown into the announcer's table. Got to move out the way here. Destroy the announcer's table in the process. Kurt Angle. Build it up back suplex. And reverse neck breaker. And Matt Morgan gets thrown back into the ring by Angle. Angle rolls back into the ring. And Kurt Angle dissecting the United States Champion. And you know Big Papa Pump is taking a close look at this. Let's see exactly where he's targeting Kurt Angle, that is. So he can work on those same body parts this Sunday in his championship matchup. Matt Morgan hits that bulldog. He needs to bring the fight to Kurt Angle. And then some. Don't try to play Kurt Angle's game, play your game here. Short range clothesline from behind. And Kurt Angle now might be done playing here. Ankle lock. It's locked in, but it's not the leg he was working on. Or was it? Angle slam. Angle slam. Nick Patrick. One count here. And a 1 count on out the Angle slam. Matt Morgan has some ring awareness that we don't know about. Back to the outside. And Matt Morgan rolls back into the ring. And it's a play of cat and mouse right now. Caught up in the ropes. Bounce off the ropes, Matt Morgan. And triple German suplexes. But he's too close to the rope. And Matt Morgan has to be dizzy at this point. European uppercut. Kurt Angle, snap suplex. Off the ropes. And perhaps was trying to work on the legs again. And Matt Morgan's aware of that short range clothesline. Kurt Angle now. Does he have the right leg? And he taps out! Kurt Angle! Making Matt Morgan tap out. Take a look at the replay. Back and forth between these two. Kurt Angle, for the most part, dissecting Matt Morgan. And right here, the block suplex. Otherwise, Matt Morgan could have been done for before then. Matt Morgan series of right hands, right here. Angle slam hit. Triple German suplex is hit right here. He was dazed at this point. But then once he got him on the mat, Matt Morgan had nowhere to go. And wait a minute. Big Papa Pump is out here. This is not over. Steiner and Angle. A little double teamwork. Looking to wear down the US Champion some more. Back up to a vertical base. This could spell trouble. Now an abdominal stretch. Scott Steiner. Gorilla Punch Slam. Punch down the US Champion. And you know what this stems from. If you haven't been watching our show. This stems from Unforgiven. Matt Morgan AJ Styles match. Scott Steiner intervened in that matchup. And Kurt Angle and Scott Steiner looking to send a message to the United States Champion. Matt Morgan's days could be known as the United States Champion as the 2-on-1 assault continues. And that right hand by Matt Morgan sending Scott Steiner to the corner doesn't deliver with the clothesline. And a bit of a back suplex. And Scott Steiner going to the outside. And that ankle lock is locked in again. Matt Morgan in trouble. He fights his way out. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Here comes the monster of this.
Making his way to the ring from parts unknown, ambiguous.
And Abyss is coming to the aid on the Blueprint Matt Morgan. They were once tag team partners turned enemies. And now Abyss is coming to assist Matt Morgan. Now we got a fair fight here. And here we go. No more 2-on-1. Now we got a tag team match. Well, not a tag team match, but we got a 2-on-2 here. And Scott Steiner is focusing on the right man. And Scott Steiner, I don't know what happened right there. But Matt Morgan is making his way to the outside. And now we got a war here on the outside. Matt Morgan, Abyss, Steiner, Angle, choke slam by the monster Abyss, the Scott Steiner. And these four superstars are battling out amongst each other. Matt Morgan needs to assert himself here. If not against Kurt Angle, definitely against Big Papa Pump. Corkscrew back takedown. In the ring, Scott Steiner is having his way with Abyss. And a kick to the face, it looked like. Matt Morgan, Scott Steiner playing musical chairs out here. Table taken into the ring. Matt Morgan has his own table he's taking into the ring. Morgan rolls back in. Kurt Angle rolls him up into the corner. Scott Steiner just delivered a clothesline and a suplex through the table. Kurt Angle just put the Blueprint Matt Morgan through the table. Matt Morgan days might be numbered this Sunday. Well, coming up next, all three members of the Legacy taking on Robert Roode, Tennessee Cowboy James Storm, and the WWE Champion John Cena. 6-man tag coming up here on this historic edition of SmackDown. Coming to you right back.
And now, the Raw Rebound is brought to you by WWE Mobile. Download Randy Orton's ringtone at m.wwe.com.
Are you ready? You think you could tell us what to do? You think you could tell us what to wear? Well, you better get ready. Bow to the masters. Break it down! Think you can tell me what to do? You know who you're talking to? Well, you better get used to the way the war back. I see what you got. It measures in ounces. But that's
back here on this historic edition of SmackDown. we're set for 6-man tag team action.
On the way to the ring, Randy Orton. And from the Tar Heel state of North Carolina, Hogan. And from the Sunshine State of Florida, Ed Disaster.
Well, a big task on hand this Sunday for the Legacy's leader, the Viper, Randy Orton. 3 stages of hell match. Either he will capture the WWE Championship, or he will be brutally battered. Either way, he would never be the same.
From the Volunteer State of Tennessee, Elmore. And from the Empire State, New York, Ronald Bruce.
On this past Monday night, James Stewart and Robert Roode went to Monday Night Raw, took on the Horn Dynasty, but was interrupted with the return of D-Generation X. But right now, they're set. They're teaming with John Cena.
Making his way to the ring from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing 243 pounds, John Cena.
Well, I talked about Randy Orton would never be the same after this Sunday. What about John Cena? Either he will walk out of New Jersey still the WWE Champion, or will Randy Orton slither his way to another title victory over the Doctor of Thugonomics. We're 72 hours away from finding that out, but right now, it's 6-man tag team action, tornado rules, and here we go. And Robert Roode has already planted Randy Orton. And Randy Orton is in trouble in a hurry. Of course, Ted DiBiase, a couple weeks ago, made John Cena tap out. And then, of course, this past Monday night, John Cena comes out at the conclusion of the 3-on-1 handicap match. This argument with Alexi just wiped the floor with Mr. Kennedy in a 3-on-1 handicap impromptu match, tables match against John Cena. Well, John Cena delivered a right-hand punch, putting one member of Team Priceless to the tape. And I will try to call this 6-man tornado tag team match up to the best of my ability. John Cena took his eye off Ted DiBiase. DiBiase tried to deliver a drop kick. Does not happen. Cody Rhodes delivers one. And he delivers one to Tennessee Cowboy James Stewart. Randy Orton now goes up top. Superplex off the top rope. Onto one Robert Roode. There's a power driver by James Storm. John Cena. We're going to send a message to Ted DiBiase. Better than back. Suplex. There's action going on all over this ring here. Historic edition of SmackDown. Coming to you from the TD Bank North Garden here in Boston, Massachusetts. Home of the Boston Celtics. Sharpshooter walked in. Courtesy of James Storm. John Cena with a drop kick.
Round break.
Too close to the ropes. Tim White, the official for this contest. And a 1 count only. Was that for James Storm? I believe that was. Randy Orton just sends Robert Roode over the top rope. Big right hand by DiBiase to Cena. Both men competing in that 3 stages of hell match. I don't know how smart this was to even compete in a 6-man tag after what took place this past Monday night. Either Orton or Cena for that matter. Short range clothesline by Rhodes. Randy Orton again. Has Robert Roode superplex off the top rope. Cody Rhodes. Two count. And a near fall. Broken up.
One.
By Robert Roode. James Storm was in trouble. And James Storm now. Boston Crab locked in. John Cena. Drop kick to Ted DiBiase. Independence have broken up immediately by Cody Rhodes. And Cody Rhodes was definitely aware of what was going on. Cody Rhodes does a drop kick to Cena. And Randy Orton just hit an RKO.
1, 2.
The Robert Roode broken up by James Storm in the last possible second. Because this match is that match would have definitely been over. This match would have definitely been over. Hitting the RKO. Reverse suplex by DiBiase. And if Randy Orton hits that on John Cena this Sunday, he's going to pick up the first fall in that 3 Stages of Hell match. Kind of curious what the other 2 matches are in that 3 Stages of Hell match. We'll get a rundown of the entire card before we go off the air here tonight. And we will find out who will be the 6th man in that 6-pack challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship. And gets hit with another RKO, John Cena that time. But he is too close to the rope. John Cena got hit with the RKO. And Randy Orton now rocks in the Dragon Sleeper, shaves of the King of the Ring. And John Cena taps out. And if Randy Orton hits that this Sunday, he will take the first fall in that 3 Stages of Hell match. Taking a look at some of the highlights. Sharpshooter locked in, broken up right there. And this is the second superplex by Randy Orton to Robert Roode. And Randy Orton hits the RKO. John Cena took his eyes off the prize. Gets hit with the RKO himself. And then the Dragon Sleeper as the Legacy wins this 6-man tag, little retribution from this past Monday night. Well, still to come here tonight, a No Mercy preview for the 6 combatants in that 6-pack challenge will be tag team action here tonight. Well, coming up next, we'll find out who that 6th man will be. Either it's AJ Styles or the Icon Sting. We'll find out next as SmackDown rolls on. Okay, during the commercial break, Abyss is backstage. Warming up for what reason? Kurt Angle, after changing the clothes, attacks the Monster Abyss backstage. And it's still going on, fighting one another here. Well, I guess after Matt Morgan gets put through a table, just 3 days away from his title defense against Scott Steiner, courtesy of the Godfather of the Main Event Mafia, Kurt Angle wants to beat up on somebody here. And Abyss did come out to help Matt Morgan. But this thing is going back and forth between the Monster Abyss and the Olympic gold medalist. Where's security when you need them? Finally we got some security here. Finally we got security. Kurt Angle, Abyss. This is not over. But right now, the sixth and final spot in the six-pack challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship will be determined here as the Icon Sting is set to take on the phenomenal AJ Styles.
On the way to the ring from the golden state of California, Sting.
Well, when Hulk Hogan made their announcement a couple weeks ago, stating that he was the new general manager of SmackDown in the days of the Main Event Mafia, bullying the board of directors, and positioning themselves to get title shot after title shot for the World Heavyweight Championship, those days were over. Sting had an answer for that, putting Hulk Hogan to a table with the assist of Booker T. Last week, Booker T and Sting were defeated by AJ Styles and Samoa Joe. But as per General Manager Honorable Hulk Hogan, the Icon gives a shot to insert himself in the six-pack challenge, but he has to go through AJ Styles to get there.
And introducing the opponent from the big state of Georgia, AJ Styles.
And talking about someone that is excited just to even get a shot and to compete in the six-pack challenge, the phenomenal AJ Styles, former World Heavyweight Champion in his own right multiple times here in the CAWFed Nation. The feasting here, he goes on to Newark, New Jersey, standing in his way, the Icon Sting and perhaps the rest of the Main Event Mafia. Alright, here we go. And it makes you wonder, how far away is Booker T from ringside to insert himself in this matchup? AJ Styles twisting Sting out of the corner. AJ Styles and Sting better be on his A game here. With AJ Styles, after losing the US title, is looking to assert himself perhaps back in the World Heavyweight Championship picture. Samoa Joe, the current World Heavyweight Champion. This will be the toughest test to date for the Samoa Submission Machine this Sunday. Where's Penn and Nick Patrick, the official, for this huge and important matchup. And Samoa Joe will be taking on Booker T. Excuse me, not Booker T. I have Booker T on the brain. Samoa Joe will be taking on Chris Jericho, Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, and Mr. Money in the Bank, the Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels. And the winner of this matchup here will be the sixth man in that six-pack challenge. Sting now. What he's looking to do here, that body drop. Don't want to take away from the action. And it's in this important matchup on this historic edition on SmackDown, celebrating a decade of SmackDown here tonight from Boston. As we are 72 hours away from No Mercy. Clothesline sending AJ Styles over the top. Sting going to the outside. Connects with a drop kick. AJ Styles now. High risk maneuver coming up here. Perhaps. AJ Styles. Drop kick does not connect. He's back up. Right hand by Sting. Sting now. Styles with a drop kick. And AJ Styles. Speed and quickness. Oh, the phenomenal one. Look at the ticket to Sting. But these two know each other quite so well in the ring. The battles they've had against each other. As enemies, as partners. And AJ Styles can't go on to No Mercy by battling on the outside here. And this certainly will help him slow down the Icon Sting. And AJ Styles continue putting the boots to the Main Event Mafia member. And AJ Styles right now is having his way. And Sting fights out of that predicament. Let's see what he does here. Plus AJ with a DDT. Perhaps that's the opening he needed to get back in this match. Breaker. And a kick to the midsection. Back up to a vertical base. It's the Icon. Sting gets rolled back into the ring. AJ Styles slides back in. AJ Styles. AJ Styles doesn't want to win it like that. He wants an exclamation point in this match. To let the Main Event Mafia know that indeed their days are numbered. Their days are done. Being in the title hunt every CPV. AJ Styles. And he's signaling now for the Styles Clash. It could be all over for the Icon here. Getting tongue-tied on this edition of SmackDown. And Sting disqualified! Disqualification? Oh my goodness! Nick Patrick, what have you done? Let's take a look at some of these highlights. Clothesline over the top. Sting with a DDT. Back in the ring. AJ Styles. And right here, that chop across the chest. And Nick Patrick. And we still don't have a decision here. Well, coming out next, Chris Jericho teams up with Goldberg to take on Christopher Daniels and Brock Lesnar. Preview of No Mercy. Come right back. Here on this historic edition of SmackDown, we got some stuff to sort out, but right now Brock Lesnar's on his way to the ring.
On the way to the ring from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing 295 pounds, Brock Lesnar.
While Lesnar makes his way to the ring, he's one of the 4 superstars that's going to compete in this tag team matchup. Well, he will be one of the 6 in that 6-pack challenge, including the World Heavyweight Champion at No Mercy. Here comes Mr. Money in the Bank, the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels.
Making his way to the ring from the Golden State of California, Chris Daniels.
Now, from what I understand, Hulk Hogan selected the fallen angel. The fallen angel Christopher Daniels has not cashed in his Money in the Bank. For all of those that's wondering if indeed Daniel has cashed it in, he has not. This is Hulk Hogan deciding that he should be in the 6-pack challenge this Sunday for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Come on! You know I got you. Yeah! One! Break the one!
the opponent from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing 227 pounds, Chris Jericho.
The 2009 King of the Ring winner, Chris Jericho, on his way to the ring. And if you just missed it, AJ Styles and Sting were battling to determine who will be the sixth man in that six-pack challenge this Sunday for the World Heavyweight Championship. But due to Sting delivering a chop, inadvertently, Nick Patrick disqualified Sting, but AJ Styles does not get to go to No Mercy. I'll explain that in a few minutes, but right now, here comes the man, Goldberg.
Georgia, weighing 280 pounds, Goldberg.
Well, Goldberg would get his hands, or will try to get his hands on Brock Lesnar in this matchup, but if he don't here this Sunday, he should be able to in the six-pack challenge. Alright, here we go. Chris Jericho and Brock Lesnar is going to start off. And you know Goldberg was no part of Brock Lesnar. Now getting back to the matter on hand. AJ Styles got the victory via disqualification. I just was told in my headset Hulk Hogan is not going with that decision. So get this Sunday, AJ Styles will take on Sting. The winner of that matchup later on that night will compete in the six-pack challenge. So it'll be double duty for either AJ Styles or Sting this Sunday at No Mercy. But one way or another, we will find out who will be that sixth man in the six-pack challenge. Right now though, Chris Jericho delivering flying wheel kick to Brock Lesnar. Drop kick to the knee does not connect. Lesnar now, belly-to-belly suplex. Battle to a vertical basis, Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho now in trouble in the early goings of this tag team main event on this historic edition on SmackDown. Celebrating a decade of SmackDown. Here from Boston, Massachusetts. And a powerbomb by Lesnar. Jericho is back up, however. Sold out capacity crowd here in the TD Bank North Garden. Irish whip into the corner. Brock Lesnar taking his time, going to the corner. Takes him down. And Brock Lesnar is not breaking a sweat against the 2009 King of the Ring winner. And here comes Goldberg. And Goldberg. And here we go. Belly-to-belly suplex. Series of punches to the head of the man. Goldberg. Back body drop. Counter. Goldberg. He was rusty at SummerSlam. But I bet he's not rusty tonight. Go with a press slam. And Goldberg now. Did too much taunting and gets up hit with a powerbomb. But here comes the fallen angel on top. And gets caught by Goldberg. Goldberg. Back body drop off the middle turnbuckle. And Goldberg gets hit with a drop kick. Mr. Money in the Bank will be able to cash in that contract between now and next year's WrestleMania. And a 100-count runner hit by Daniels. And this is a mismatch here. Goldberg and Daniels. That's not going to matter right now because Goldberg is looking to set an example at the expense of the fallen angel. Well, in addition to the news of AJ Styles taking on Sting at No Mercy, we also just found out through my headset that Kurt Angle will go one-on-one against the Monster Abyss after that battle took place moments ago backstage in Abyss's locker room. Gets hit with a spear out of nowhere. And Daniels better be careful. He could be one and done here. He's going for the jackhammer. And he hits it. One. Broken up by Lesnar. And if Goldberg hits the jackhammer on Daniels this Sunday, or anybody else in the six-pack challenge, he would be the new World Heavyweight Champion. And who's coming in? Stevie Richards. What the hell is Stevie Richards doing out here? Is this a tactic? Is this a ploy courtesy of the Main Event Mafia? And Stevie Richards is out here. What the hell is going on here? And Daniels to send Richards over the top. Back to the action. Who is this? Unbelievable stuff here. Flying body press off the middle rope. Does not land. And Daniels getting hit from behind. This unknown individual just rolled. Jackhammer again to Daniels. Too close to the ropes this time now. But if I'm one of the 5 superstars competing in that six-pack challenge this Sunday, not knowing who the sixth man is, or you at an advantage or a disadvantage because they have to wrestle twice in Newark. I think that's not entering the mind of neither man right now that's in this tag team matchup. Maybe entering the mind of Samoa Joe. Suplex attempt, blocked by Goldberg. Come back with his own suplex. He's going up top. High risk. Double axe handle does not land. And Daniels now, he needs to get to his corner. Back onto a vertical basis Goldberg off that moonsault attempt. Picks him up. Plants it with a power driver. And there's a jawbreaker by Daniels. And Daniels now has Goldberg reeling. But Goldberg keeps giving up every time. And reversal, Irish whip. Goldberg. Daniels now has him up. He plants him. And that's the opening he needed to get the tag in. And wait a minute, Stevie Richards just took Lesnar off the apron. Gets a powerbomb for his troubles. And here we go. Lesnar has him up. Puts him down with the verdict. Going for the cover. Broken up by Jericho. He's there for Goldberg tonight, but Jericho will be for one man and one man only. That's himself. Goldberg with a powerbomb. Back up is Lesnar. Shoves Goldberg into the corner. Has him in a sleeper hold. And Goldberg taps out. And Brock Lesnar and Daniels with the win here. Highlight time. Goldberg getting hit with those punches to the head. Daniels right here. Hurricane Rana. And gets hit with the spear. That was devastating right there. The first of 2 jackhammers. That double axe handle gets planted right there. And then once Brock Lesnar gets in the ring, hits him with the verdict. But in the end, it was a sleeper. It was a sleeper that hit him, even though Goldberg got hit with the verdict again afterward. Wait a minute! That's Samoa Joe! Remember, it was a couple weeks ago at Unforgiven that Goldberg attacked Samoa Joe. And you think Samoa Joe forgot about that? And Goldberg shoulder tackle. And I think Samoa Joe picked the right time to get at Goldberg after Lesnar hit Goldberg with that second verdict right as we went to the replay. And Samoa Joe is looking to send a little message to Goldberg. What if he is the Main Event Mafia? Was he a part of the Main Event Mafia? And Hogan doesn't even know himself. He says Goldberg is not with the Main Event Mafia. Kurt Angle is walking around backstage as if Goldberg is a part of the Main Event Mafia. We don't know. But he did show up at the Great American Bash to assist Kurt Angle and Sting. So what does that tell you? Perhaps we find out this Sunday. Samoa Joe's planning the table now. Gets hit with that short range clothesline. And now Samoa Joe is looking to send a message by... Hey, wait a minute! He pushed him through the table! We're out of time!
The darkness no longer hides me. Into the light I will go with only one goal. No mercy. I have no mercy on the soul. No mercy. I have no mercy on the soul. I'm tired of your lies. I'm tired of the trying. I've closed my eyes to all that I see. Now I have no choice, no cheeks to turn. Time for this house to burn. I have no mercy on the soul. No mercy. I have no mercy on the soul. No mercy. I have no mercy on the soul. No mercy. I have no mercy on the soul. No mercy. I have no mercy on the soul. No mercy. I have no mercy on the soul. No mercy. I have no mercy on the soul. No mercy. I have no mercy on the soul. There's no mercy here. Trouble seems to find me, and the darkness no longer hides me. Into the light I will go with only one goal.